Round 1, Darlington, the lady in black, too tough to tame. Such a demanding racetrack. It requires perfection, not a lot of wiggle room, not a lot of room for error, and it is such a tough, challenging racetrack, very demanding.
Time to go get after him.
Ravage told his team, he's a crew chief for Aric Almirola, why not us? He said, listen, we had a bad regular season, but this is our shot to reclaim something. We're at 0 with everyone else. We can advance out of this round. We already shocked everyone once by winning at New Hampshire. Let's do it again.
Just in front of the 7 on LaJoy is the 10 of Aric Almirola. I'm going to call him a playoff dark horse.
How about Aric Almirola? Started 8th today, running 8th right now. I think the furthest they've been back actually is about 9th. Mike Bugga Ravage encouraging his driver every lap. And when I talked to Bugga before the race today, he said, listen, I honestly think the way these racetracks lay out in round 1, everybody in their pools has us out of this round. I think we make it through.
I've just lost everything. That was a bad change. Everything's worse.
Hanging on to the top 20. Now he's up there battling for 10th. He did make contact with the wall. He's a little concerned there might be a tire rub as the loop data comes in. Yeah, that heartbeat up right now at 145 a moment ago for Aric Almirola.
I'll take it. 3 above is better than 3 below. Right. We had one run where we just got off and we lost some track position because of that. We got our car back going. We were, running 9th, 12th, and that caution fell when the 12th spun out. We didn't take ourselves out though, and that was important coming into the night because we wanted to have a good run. We wanted to, score as many points as we could, but the key coming into Darlington was just don't take ourselves out. We're here in Richmond, and this has been a great racetrack for us. It's a fun racetrack to race at, and it has a lot of similar characteristics as Loudon, to be honest. It's just a really unique, fun, exciting short track. Another really cool thing for me is that in my 10 years of being in the Cup Series, coming to Richmond is like a second home race. When I come to Richmond, it's right in Smithfield's backyard. They're only an hour away, so we always have a lot of guests and different employees and people from Smithfield. It's kind of like my second home race, so to speak.
To the date of 9/11. What an honor it is to run a special paint scheme, paying tribute to the men and women that we lost on that day, and it's humbling. It really is. It's humbling. I have a great sense of gratitude to be able to do what I do and to have this opportunity to run this special patriotic paint scheme on this day that we remember 9/11.
Green.
Aric Almirola on the outside of Brad Keselowski off of turn 2 right here.
Keselowski using the high line. So is Aric Almirola.
Almirola, who pitted just outside the top 10, has been around that top 10 throughout the night here, just trying to get the car to turn the center out, getting the rear too loose off of the corners. It was 4 Goodyear tires for Aric Almirola. Aric Almirola pitted twice under that pit cycle there. The reason being, as you heard, the left rear was loose on the 10 car. They had to come down and tighten it up, and therefore now he finds himself 1 lap down from being just outside the top 10 around 11th.
We had a good car. I think we were capable of running 5th to 8th, and unfortunately on that green flag stop, we got a loose lug nut, and we had to come back and pit, and it lost us, 7-8 spots. So unfortunate. It looked like we were going to be plus 12 to the good, running where we were, and now I don't know where we're at. I think it's like plus 3 or plus 4. So definitely a lot tighter spot than we wanted to be. team sport, and we'll go to Bristol and keep fighting.
Aric Almirola can make it to the next round, and is he nervous about the cut line tonight? No, he's just barely above it, but he's been here before, back in 2018, going to the round of 12. He snuck in by 1 point, so it shouldn't bother him here. Bristol, one of his best tracks, Dylan.
We saw last night in the Xfinity race, a lot of guys run on the bottom of the racetrack, but that outside did start working later in the race.
Might be a big break by the 10 of Aric Almirola. I mentioned it on the way to break that it looked like it was smoking. You see currently definitely some sort of smoke coming out of the back of this car. The Ford emblem hasn't really changed color, so I don't know if it's oil or not. Let's listen into the 10.
Why are we smoking?
I know, we're trying to figure that out right now. We don't see any tire rubs or anything like that.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like tire.
Just checked with Greg Zebedelli, competition director. He said they think it's an oil line. They did not get it that time, and you can tell.
Oil is going to be 260 to 280 degrees. Everything under that hood is cooking. The headers are super hot.
But just think what they overcame, replacing the oil line earlier, drove back up through the field, made another stop to get that oil line out of the way under the hood so that he could use the electric fan under caution to keep the motor cool.
The big break for Aric Almirola. We saw him, he had to start at the back of everybody because he was on pit road a second, third time. Well, that caution is going to let him get caught back up, and he'll be able to restart with the lead lap cars this next restart.
Third is Aric Almirola has points available, many of them, if he could just find a little bit of pace.
He's been fighting, and right now he's still 1 spot to the good as far as the playoffs are concerned.
Aric Almirola currently 17th, but only 1 point out. He is running down the 23 of Bubba Wallace in a big way, making big gains.
Now another car has gone by Almirola, but Almirola fighting back.
Oh, Almirola on the outside of Bubba Wallace.
Almirola to the rear bumper of the 23. What will he do? How patient will he be? The 10 is working. Oh, contact with the 37 of Priest.
And things like an oil line going bad early. Could you believe how it started, and can you believe how it ended?
No. Yeah, it was frustrating. Disappointed to have it end like that just because we had battled so much adversity throughout the night and got ourselves in position where we were running top 10, and just frustrated. I mean, our season as a whole was not what we wanted. We went to Loudon and pulled out a win, which was awesome, and then just kind of had a renewed sense of energy going into the playoffs. Thought we were going to do everything we needed to do in this first round to transfer the next round, and unfortunately it didn't pan out. So